Is it possible to tell when a child is young? Who would know by looking into the face of a young boy who he will grow to become? Can you tell if he would grow to be a man with a heart to serve, to put others before himself, a man who believed in the power of a team working together for a common purpose, a man who cared deeply for others beyond the superficial, to know and care for them on a personal level? Erick Foster was the oldest child and only son of Bob and Barbara Foster, born on May 22, 1978. Growing up in Oil City, Pennsylvania, he appeared to be a typical little boy. He liked to play. He enjoyed sports. He was close to his two younger sisters, Elizabeth and Abby.
Well, Erick had lots of neighborhood friends, boys. They played baseball and football. There was, within a block, a big football field, a playground type of thing, so they went there to interact quite a bit.
When Erick was in the 8th grade, his father received a promotion which resulted in a move to Wexford. Moving into Inglemarr Middle School and eventually to North Allegheny Intermediate, Erick quickly made friends and acclimated in the best way he knew, by becoming part of the football team. Even his mother would attest that he wasn't the best player in his role as wide receiver, but he did have the biggest heart for the game, continuing to play despite multiple injuries. He loved the game. Football was always about the team to him, not about individual accomplishment.
They had this banquet that they always have to recognize that season and the efforts for seniors. And he won the most prestigious award, which is Big Team, Little Me. And it was a unanimous vote by all the players and the coaches. So with, I don't know, there were 500 some people at this banquet, and it was a standing ovation for Erick, and that was really heartfelt.
After graduating from high school, Erick attended Grove City College for 1 year, but decided to make a change in order to follow his other passion. He transferred to Duquesne University to become part of the ROTC. He graduated with honors in 2000 with a bachelor's degree in business with an emphasis in computer information technology. From an early age, Erick planned a military career. Erick was fascinated with the military and drawn by camaraderie and brotherhood that was akin to being part of the armed services. 2 weeks after graduating from Duquesne University, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army Armor Branch and was assigned to the 3rd Battalion, 67th Armor Regiment at Fort Hood, Texas. He served his first tour of duty in Iraq in 2004. Over 12 months, he served as a scout platoon leader, actively seeking out and locating the position of the enemy. Conditions were horrific, as the soldiers had no place to sleep, no place to shower. He completed over 200 missions and earned his first Bronze Star for distinguishing himself with heroic measures in combat.
Well, he was at one of the bases and doing some of his first lieutenant types of training, and he came across the Airborne Ranger group at training, and they had their heads shaved, and it was a rigorous training, and he wanted that. He thought that was the cat's meow. So from there, he decided he wanted to be an Airborne Ranger, and I could have told you that with his, I have one picture that I cherish, that he was jumping off a chair into a bean bag.
After 90 grueling days with little sleep, Erick graduated to become the elite of the elite, an Airborne Ranger, a special operations group where only a small percentage can endure all 3 months of training. Upon graduating, he was stationed at Fort Bragg, where he became a jump master, responsible for the training and safety of all of his men. He also completed a grueling long-range reconnaissance course. He was one of the finest armor officers the U.S. Army has produced, as evidenced by his being one of the first armor officers to be stationed at Fort Bragg, said Captain John Hartsock,